to Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas. The final of the Southwest Conference Tournament. The 23rd ranked Longhorns of Texas against the 5th ranked Razorbacks of Arkansas. Courtney Jeans in the lane, knocked out of bounds, and along with Joe B. Hall, I'm Roger Twivell. We welcome you to Reunion Arena. 17,000 plus here, including 10,000 University of Arkansas fans. They call this Barnhill South. That's Barnhill Arena in Fayetteville, the home of the Razorbacks, and of course, they support their basketball team with great enthusiasm and intensity. And remember, this is the final game for Arkansas in the Southwest Conference as they move to the SEC next year.
Roger, a lot of people would think that home court advantage would be Texas, but that's not the case here.
It's not the case at all, Joe. The Southwest Conference Championship Finals being brought to you by John Deere Lawn Care Dealers. Nothing runs like a deer. By Ford Motor Company. And by AT&T. The right choice. Tied up at 6, just underway. Miller, the big man inside. He loses it. Myers knocks it out.
Panama Myers at 6'8" has drawn the defensive assignment on Miller, and he is their best, Texas's best defensive player, but he's thrown to foul, and you can see he has to do a lot of pushing and shoving in there, Roger, to maintain his position.
Well, Miller, 6'9", 270 pounds. He's the fourth in the paint.
Do you really think you stop at 270 there, right?
He's weighed as much as 300, Joe.
I believe there's been a few big matches in there between this.
They'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Bowers has had a good tournament so far. Good guard, along with Mayberry. Morris, the turnaround shot, and he hits it.
Morris certainly not known for his scoring, but has that good joy jumper, gets good extension on his jump shot.
Morris, a 6'9" junior college transfer from San Jacinto, and the shot up. And drawing the foul right there is Loxley Colley. As he'll go to the line for the University of Texas. And hi, everybody. Once again, along with Joe Hall, I'm Roger Twivell. Third meeting this year, Joe, between the two teams, and a big win for Tom Penders in Texas and Austin last week. First time since the Longhorns since he's been there, beating Nolan Richardson's Arkansas team.
Well, a great rivalry here, and it's his last chance to beat Arkansas in the conference race. So you can see that both teams are really fired up out here, and the intensity is expressed by this crowd.
Foul was on Morris as Loxley Colley will go to the line right now.
You'll see these Texas players at times come in and make a jump stop. That's a little bit unusual for a lot of television viewers, but it's perfectly legal if they catch that ball while they're in the air.
And counted underneath, Oliver Miller, the man with the bucket. Panama Myers was called for the foul. This is a big-time body right there, Joe.
Well, this is the problem that Texas is going to have, is handling him inside. Miller takes up so much space. He's a space cadet. He gets in there and takes up a lot of room. Cannot get around him once he gets you sealed away from that pass.
Miller's got 5 points, and this is what you'll see from Arkansas, a lot of full-court pressure. They really terrorize the other team, as we've seen so far in the Southwest Conference Tournament. But Benford Williams, the man who loves it on the open floor, gets it inside, and the basket right there by number 44, Panama Myers.
Benford Williams, number 3, is going to key the offense by driving the middle of that lane. That's the way Tom Pender attacks the pressure by Arkansas.
Loose ball, it's going to belong to the University of Texas. Longhorns 22-7, third year with Tom Penders. A man who's really turned the program around down there. He came in and got a program that's, well, actually the women's program is more attractive to the men, drew more fans, and they've increased their attendance by 9,000 in the past 2 years, and they pack them in now in Austin at the Irwin Center. There's Nolan Richardson. He came from Tulsa to the University of Arkansas, really opened up the Southwest Conference to a brand of fast-paced basketball.
He's improved his team every year, gone from 12 wins to 19 to 21 to 25 and 30 this year, Roger. That's steady improvement if you ever saw.
Courtney Jeans to Joey Wright. The whistle on the side. The foul's going to be on Arlen Bowers, and that will be his second. Take a look at Arlen Bowers right there, a 5'10" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, and this Arkansas lineup and roster has been infiltrated with players from Memphis, including Todd Day.
Now, Byers is called the Truck, and he certainly is intimidating defensively.
Holly calls for the travel in the lane. Second turnover for Texas. Arkansas by 2. Razorbacks have won, Joe, by an average of 20 points a game as they've gone to a 30-3 record this year. And they do it just like that.
Well, Texas is going to have to get some backside help if they keep lobbing to Miller. You just can't let him pin his man and take that lob pass without getting some backside defensive help.
Benson Williams in the lane, the double punt. Looks like Miller got the ball and they call the foul on it.
Williams on that jump stop, too. That is very deceptive move.
That's a new move that has come about in college basketball in recent years. Well, pro basketball, too, but we're seeing a lot more. They take that big first step jump, and then they'll take another step.
Land on 2 feet, and then come up with a shot. And I tell you, officials have had a lot of trouble with it, guys.
We'll talk about officials. There's a man that can work them with the best of them. Nolan Richardson.
Well, you know, he could stare you down. He could charm a bird right out of the trees when he wants to, but he could stare down an official and make him get under a chair when he wants to.
Williams is 66% free throw shooter. Had a career high 32 points against Arkansas in the loss at Fayetteville January 10th. But he seems to play well, Joe, against Arkansas and against the big-time opponents that Texas has played against.
Well, he's got a free hand to dribble and penetrate and play the open court. And when you get in a run-and-shoot game like this is his kind of game.
Morris hits his own miss, puts it back, Day underneath, loses it, and Benson Williams is fouled by Oliver Miller, and that's going to be key right now, as it's the second foul on Miller, who hails from nearby Fort Worth with 15:37 to go. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll return to the Union Arena in Dallas right after this. Arkansas leads Texas 13-9 with 15:37 to go. First half from the Union Arena in Dallas. Officials today: Len Williams, Bob Betchetter, and Brian Stout. Stout and Williams have both worked previous Arkansas Texas teams this year, and been the subject of some controversy in the Southwest Conference, particularly from these two coaches. As Day lays it in off the steal as Ron Jury has just checked into the game, and quickly to the other end, Joey Wright. And he wasn't going to challenge Oliver Miller. He takes the baseline top and hits it.
Joey leading the score with a 20.9 average, and he can pump that jumper.
Miller inside, misses that one. Usually when he gets it in the paint, he's unstoppable. He's hitting nearly 70% of his shots this year. Right, the corner. That's just 2 by Gene. And the whistle underneath. Now looks like it's going to be on Ron Jury. Making 11, Lee Mayberry.
Really tough to block out when a team is shooting off their transition as much as they do.
Finally get it into Myers. Arkansas leads it by 4. Day strips Holly from behind.
Holly is a big man that could put it on the floor also. 6'7", 220.
Joey Wright does that big leap. Hits it from on top. Now,
hey, that travel? Hey, I would call that a travel. I thought he had the ball in his hands before he left the floor.
That's Jury 31. And welcome to Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas. Those of you who are just joining us, I'm Roger Quadro, along with Joe B. Hall. Southwest Conference Championship game. Arkansas leading the University of Texas 15-13. Third meeting this year between the two teams, with Texas having picked up a victory in Austin last week. As Ron Jury takes it inside, and he is able to draw the foul. Jury, the senior, fifth-year senior out of Memphis, Tennessee.
So the offensive philosophy of both teams right now is to dribble penetrate. Take the ball to the basket, look for the open man, or draw